Following this location, we headed north towards the Sea of Galilee, where we visited the Church of Transfiguration on Mount Tabor.
Mount Tabor is considered the site of the Transfiguration of Jesus according to Christian tradition. However, scholars debate this identification, as the Gospel accounts do not specify the location, merely describing it as a high mountain in Galilee.
In the early centuries of Christianity, tradition identified Mount Tabor as the site of the Transfiguration. This identification was supported by early writings and accepted by the Syriac and Byzantine churches. Despite this, many modern biblical scholars question this tradition, pointing out that Mount Tabor's location does not align well with the surrounding events of the Transfiguration. At the time of the Transfiguration, a Hasmonean fortress occupied the summit, and Mount Tabor, at 420 meters above the plain, may not have been considered a high mountain compared to others in the region, such as the much higher Mount Hermon.
Despite these doubts, Mount Tabor has been a significant religious site since the 4th century, with various churches and a monastery built on its summit.
The Transfiguration is a biblical event where Jesus took Peter, James, and John up a mountain where they witnessed Moses and Elijah appearing and Jesus being transfigured, becoming radiant.
The Old Testament describes Mount Tabor as a sacred mountain, and it has held a strategic position at the junction of trade routes, witnessing many battles at its base.
After the Crusaders were defeated in the 12th century and the area came under Turkish control, all religious buildings on Mount Tabor were destroyed in 1263. The site remained abandoned for nearly 400 years until the Franciscans successfully negotiated permission to resettle there.
Historically, pilgrims climb 4,300 steps carved into the rocky slope to reach the summit. By comparison, today vehicles navigate a series of hairpin turns to reach the top.
The prominent Catholic church at the Transfiguration, designed by Italian architect Antonio Barluzzi, stands among the ruins of a Benedictine monastery. Its entrance, flanked by the chapels dedicated to Moses and Elijah, who appeared with Jesus during the Transfiguration. Just like the event of the Transfiguration, where Peter asked if he should make 3 tents, the facade of the church looks like 3 tents. The event is depicted above the main altar in the central apse. In the crypt beneath the church are the altar and fragments of walls of the Byzantine church, with the tradition that the rock floor of the crypt is where Jesus stood during the Transfiguration.